Listen up. You can live a great life in your 50s. Being in your 50s used to look like this. Now in 2024, it looks like this. There's like this stigma about turning the big 5-0, like it's all downhill from here. And I can tell you, from being in my 50s for the last 5 years plus, there are still a lot of amazing things to look forward to in your 50s. Here's a quick analogy about being in your 50s. You know the junk drawer in your kitchen? The one that everybody has? That one that, is so loaded up with stuff that you have to just throw out your back just trying to yank it open. That's the drawer where you just start accumulating all kinds of just crap. Things that you've used maybe once that you think you're going to keep using, or you think, oh, I should hold on to this because one day it might be really handy. And it just keeps building up with more and more stuff that you don't know what to do with after a while, and you don't know what you're gonna do with it later. With all the best intentions, you mean to get in there and just clean it all out, just organize that junk drawer, start again or something, but it never happens until you absolutely have to, like the day that you're moving and you finally have to tackle the junk drawer. Once you do get in there, you're like, why did I even hold on to all of this stuff? Like, what purpose did that serve me? And that leads to reason number one, which is you get to clear out that emotional, that personal, that mental, career, friendship, relationship junk drawer that you've been holding on to all this time. In your 50s, you start to move through that and start to go, why was I holding on to any of that? It wasn't serving any purpose. And that helps you to move forward in a clearer, more focused way, enjoying more of your life in your 50s. Reason number two that life is amazing in your 50s is that wisdom and life experience come together like never before. It's time to cash in on the wisdom that you've gained over the last 50 plus years of your life, not to mention the last 32 plus years of adult experiences that you've had. Wisdom to me is knowledge plus experiences. Put those two together and you start to gain wisdom. And by the time we're in our 50s, you and I have had a lot of experiences. Let's be honest. We've all made bad decisions out there. I've definitely made my quota of them. We can learn from those experiences and be able to move forward in our 50s with a better barometer. You can typically smell the BS a little sooner. You do start to trust your gut more often, and they help you to steer clear of bad situations when you're in your 50s. Okay, maybe it doesn't keep you from making any bad decisions, but hopefully you're making less or fewer bad decisions in your life, unless you're just trying to spice things up a little and make it interesting. Because me, I never do that. Okay, reason number three, opportunity for greater financial stability. Hopefully, financially, things are starting to come together in our 50s. Some of our large expenses that happen in life, things like, just having children. Kids are expensive. There's a lot of expenses and costs that go along with that. And as you move through their life and they move out or they go to college, and hopefully college is paid for, getting paid for, and you're coming towards the end of that, you're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. So expenses are coming down, income is going up. So now you're able to hopefully feel some financial independence, a little bit more cash flow than what you've been able to experience for the last 10, 20, maybe even 30 years. So if this is the case for you as you're coming into your 50s or you're in your 50s where you're starting to feel some more of that financial stability, then here's some few suggestions for you for somebody who's, been in their 50s for a little while. Don't suddenly start to get frivolous with your money and start to just spend it really easily, because it is pretty easy to start spending more of your money when you seem to have more of it. It gets real easy. Do yourself a favor, get a budget in place, start to work with a financial advisor if you're not already doing so. Make sure that you have an emergency fund, and make sure that you're maxing out your retirement accounts, because those are going to be really important to you in a very short amount of time. If you've got all your bases covered, go ahead, blow some cash, have some fun. You're in your 50s, you deserve it. Another great reason number 4, why life in your 50s is amazing, is because it's a perfect opportunity for personal growth. In your 50s, either because now the kids have moved on, they've become great young adults, great people to get to know. Or maybe it's just some other changes that happen in your life that are freeing up some more of your time. It creates more of that opportunity that you can spend with the most important person, yourself. Now, the thought of it might be very scary for some people, but it might also be very exciting for others. You mean I get to spend some time doing what I want to do? Yes. I can spend more time doing some of the things that I love to do? Yes. If you're already excited by this and you already know where you want to start spending more of your time and what you want to be doing, then you're off to a great start. If you don't, then I've got 3 questions for you. 10 years from now, what do you want to look back at and be proud of that you did with this time? Right now, what's on your bucket list that you should do while you're still able to do it? When I was in the second half of my 40s, on my bucket list was to get back into playing in a rock band. And after I got out to the Rocky Mountains, that's exactly what I did. I got back into a band, and it actually has been one of the best things in my life. It's one of those things I can check off that I don't have to worry about regretting later on. What is it that you want to achieve over the next 3 years, 5 years, in your family life, in your career, personally? What kind of goals do you have that you can start doing something about right now? And here's reason number 5. You can still look and feel healthy, so embrace it. Take advantage of it. In your 20s, let's face it, you can eat junk food every day, all the time. You can party all weekend with your friends. You don't have to work out. You still look great. But in our 50s, well, that's a little different. You have to work at it. You have to put some more time and intention into how you work out and how you eat and how healthy that you're being so that you can look good. But in your 50s, you still can do it. The legendary Zig Ziglar has a great story from his book, See You at the Top, and it's called A Block and a Mailbox. You see, Zig, when he was 45, was overweight, very unhealthy, and he went to go see his doctor, and his doctor said, if you don't change your lifestyle, you may not be around very much longer. So Zig decided he was going to start taking up running. But being out of shape and overweight, he couldn't go too far. So he decided to set a goal for himself. He said, I am going to jog 1 block. And that's all he did the first day. And then the next time he went jogging, the next day, he went a block and a mailbox. And then the next time he went a block and 2 mailboxes. And he kept on increasing that until he was suddenly jogging blocks and then miles. And he was starting to get healthier, shedding some of those pounds and just eating healthy and living a more healthy lifestyle that kept him going for a long time. Now, Zig started his journey when he was 45, and maybe you're going to start one when you're 51 or 55. Point is, it's never too late to get started, and in your 50s, you still have some of that energy and stamina to get that going, and that's going to pay off dividends for you later in your life. Talk to your doctor, join a gym, hire a trainer, work with a nutritionist, start to eat healthy and get onto a regular schedule, a regimen that you could easily follow that will help you be healthier. I will guarantee that you can find some people, some groups of people who are into similar activities that you are, whether that's tennis, it might be hiking, it might be biking, it might be jogging, or just taking some long walks. You're going to get a chance to not only be healthier, but also make some friends. Your 50s is a great opportunity for you to take advantage of getting into shape so that you can feel healthier as you go into your 60s and into your 70s. I'm Kyle Wilson with Midlife Pizza Slice, and that was 5 reasons that being in your 50s is amazing. Hey, if you're watching this and you're in your 50s, hopefully you're nodding your head saying, yeah, those are some great reasons that I'm enjoying my 50s. And if you're in your 30s or your 40s, then hey, you've got some great things to look forward to. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you in the future. Make sure that you drop a comment in. Hey, what are some of the things that you're enjoying about in your 50s? Or what are some of the things you might be really looking forward to in your 50s? Let's talk about it. Until next time, have a great life in your midlife, and I'll see you again soon.